There's some really cool work that's recently been coming out on analytics and people. For example, this edited volume from Taylor and Francis that looks specifically at how entrepreneurs and growing businesses can use data to improve their decision making. And one of the chapters in this volume looks specifically at how analytics can be used to leverage specifically diversity and inclusion. Now, the chapter discusses a number of areas where diversity and inclusion can both be improved and leveraged by using people analytics. Amongst others, it talks about agility, how organizations can pivot quicker to fill DEI gaps as they occur, because they're not static, they're fluid. And also, while the organization's culture is still fluid, it's easier to shape inclusivity by using analytics. The chapter also discusses how diversity and inclusion can be kept on track by looking beyond gender and race, not overlooking it, but going beyond just looking at representation and quotas, looking at pay gaps, promotion rates across different groups, as well as different inclusive behaviors. And as a formally trained qualitative researcher, I also love that the chapter discusses the value of qualitative data. I think for most people, when we talk about analytics, we think in terms of quantitative data, but this chapter discusses the value of things like focus groups and interviews and the analytics that we can actually derive from those interventions. And then the chapter also presents two really cool case studies. The first one talks about how employee voices can be amplified with topic modeling. Specifically, they demonstrate how topic modeling can analyze qualitative employee survey data, specifically on DEI, and then how that data can be used to improve leadership development interventions. And then the second case study talks about using data to drive industry-level startup diversification. So they look at Baltimore Tracks, which is a coalition of tech startups, and how they partnered with diversity, equity, and inclusion diversity, equity, and inclusion consulting firm to address diversity and inclusion needs across the various coalition companies. So if you're in a leadership role and you are kind of at a loss of where to start by improving diversity and inclusion in your organization, you can go to the link in my bio. I sell these journals, and they've got really nifty checklists inside that gives you guidance on what to do, where to start, what to do next. If you've got any thoughts on using analytics in driving and leveraging diversity and inclusion in your organization, go to the link in my bio and book a free chat, or you can just leave your thoughts in the comments.